Hello there, viewers, and who would have actually known last episode would have been Christmas Day, and for this episode, another adventurous episode, and that is, of course, the new year. So happy new year, everybody. Hopefully this year is going to be your year. Nothing bad is going to happen. Thumbs up for the happy new year, and everybody gets a fresh new start. And to help this channel's fresh start in the year, why don't you go ahead and like the video, subscribe to the channel, and hit that bell for all notifications, so you know every single time I upload. Goodness me. And no, that's not all. You can comment down below to actually wish me hello, happy new year, or just say how good I'm doing at this game. No, ignore that last one. I'm just somewhat average, but I just enjoy playing this game. What would you actually like to see? The next map? What would you like it to be? The play style? What would you be interested in seeing? Rags to riches, survival, contracting. I've seen a lot of gameplays of that lately, and it actually does seem interesting. They do have different starts though, so I don't know what start I would do if I was doing a contracting series. Because of course, to be a contractor, you can either pay a fee and use their vehicles, or you get more money and you use your own vehicle. But yet, if you start off with basically everything in everything, what do you need to build on, or something to strive for? If you've got everything, you don't need anything. It's just going to be turn up to a job and that's it. Yeah, that's it. There's no like storytelling, no leveling up, shall we say. It's just, oh, I've got equipment, let's just do a job and that's it. And I'll just show you how many jobs I can do in 1 year, and that's it. It'll be nice to actually have a start, middle and an end, of course. The start of this series was to actually have the same setup as you would normally do when you start on this map, but of course I just changed the vehicles and equipment to what I would like. I didn't add extra horsepower or end game tractors. It was around about the same horsepower, but just different manufacturers. And of course, throughout the beginning of this series, I was working out what I was actually going to do and how I was going to do it. I knew that a lot of grass cutting was going to actually come about, less crop work as well. So how am I actually going to do that? Is it going to be different to the other series that I'm actually doing at the moment? Or is it going to be the same? If it's the same, then won't it just get boring for me? So I kind of wanted to actually change the different ways of me collecting grass and sorting it all out. And unfortunately, I hit some snags, which kind of put me off a little bit, or put me in a dilemma of, oh, I have to probably do the same as a different series. I was stubborn. I didn't do that, which I think I should have done that. And then I reckon I would actually had better view count for it. Because I had to sell and buy equipment like no one's business. And because I kind of put it down to the fact that some of the equipment was broken, it wasn't working properly, because the mod wasn't configured right to the playstyle that I chose to actually do, or it just didn't work at all. And I had to actually buy equipment and weren't able to test it out straight away, so it had to be in the next episode where I found out that it was either broken, or hopefully I found out that it wasn't that great whilst I was doing the setup for the episode. I'm like, if I carry on like this, I won't be able to actually release any video. So it had to be an episode where I'm like, yeah, this ain't working, I've tried it all out, I have to set it, get everything back to the farm. I had to use the easy development mod to actually set my money how it used to be, because I just put it down to, yeah, if you buy something brand new and it doesn't work, you expect to actually be able to get your full money's worth back from that item, instead of getting half of it back because it's technically used. But if you're just switching on equipment and it doesn't work properly straight away, how can you say it's used when the purpose of it being used is for it to work? If it don't work, then it's not used. So I use mods to basically put the money in. And I don't know why, even though you give a good explanation why you've done it, people don't like it. I'll put it ease for you. I do not cheat on my episodes. If I have to do something like that, I'll always say that I've actually used any mods to actually help me out. Like, setting up this series, I had to start the game as new farmer. So basically you have the vehicles that you start off with, you have the money that you start off with, but because I wanted to keep everything matching, I had to buy the equipment and vehicles whilst I still had the original lot on. So I had to go, right, this is, say, a John Deere and the horsepower is 150. This is JCB. I buy the JCB, sell the John Deere, and then continue like that. Got the right amount in, I will use the easy development mod to actually put in enough money for me to buy all the equipment that I need, and then use the easy development mod to set the money to how it should be if I was starting off as a new farmer. So that's where the mod is useful, because I'm actually setting up a series. I'm not adding money in over the series. The money that I get is either through me selling products over time. I don't show all my skips, but if I do, it's normally a quick snippet of it. so you know that I've slept and I've got money coming in, and then show you a bit of the outgoing as well. And I have generators as well. And I tell you something, these generators don't break the game as they used to. That's another reason why people don't like my videos, because I use generators. There's generators out there which probably do give you, I think, one that I actually wanted to actually get because it had a smaller version of itself, but I didn't, because in a month it would have gave me 100,000, and I'm like, right, if I skip each day, I'm gaining 100,000 for nothing. So if I skip all year round, I'm just going to have a ridiculous amount of money, and I'm like, I didn't work for it, I didn't prep for it, the storyline doesn't really match it. So I have to actually be careful what I actually do use for generators. And mostly, I actually have generators to cover the cost of the maintenance build, and that's it. Throughout my life, I've known a handful of farmers, and they would have some form of passive income. Some of them had actual wind generators. One of them had solar panels, and how they worked it out, having them solar panels paid for all the electric, so he doesn't have to worry about electric anymore, and that's for the whole entire farm, and that's thanks to generators, i.e. solar panels. And that's amazing, wouldn't it, if you had the ability to actually have solar panels up, and end of each year you look at it and you go, right, I didn't have to pay for any electric this year. And you might be surprised, the government actually does pay you for the actual electric that you don't use. You've got a meter on your actual solar panels, and it says, right, this amount is generated throughout the year, this is what has been used, and then it says what is left. You can actually sell that energy, what is left, to the government. There you go, extra income, and it's perfect, especially how things are these days. And that's why I have generators, is 100% to actually help me out with the maintenance costs, production costs, all the unnecessary daily fees, shall we say. So now I need to get this set up and sorted out. This is of course going to give me hay. I don't need to change anything on actual size of the bale. It should be alright. You need to be down. Then turn you on like that. Away I go. Okay then. Thought something was actually yeah. That is weird. What's going on here? That's a bit new. Right, let's turn you off. Where's the pickup for you? They've changed that. What the heck's going on here? That's definitely... To me, this is kind of game-breaking. That must be at least a meter each side for its pickup. When did this happen? That is definitely game-breaking. I actually like this baler as well. It's awesome because it's a quick baler. But that pickup, that's a bit too much for my liking. I might change that. I might. But I might actually just go ahead and keep it as how it is, because I am actually simulating the actual rim rowing as well as the baling. It might not be classed as game breaking because it's not going beyond my rim rower. You know what? Perfect chance to actually go down into the comments down below and have your say. If enough people turn around and actually say, you know what, it is game breaking, and like you said, i.e. what I say, I don't like cheating and I don't cheat, hey, get in the comments down below, go, yep, you know what, you might be simulating it, but it's still definitely game breaking, because I don't like game breaking mods. I like actually rim rowing and using a baler, but that baler having, let's just say, a 10-meter working width, yeah, that is definitely, it's like me saying, right, I'll just take out a baler and not a rim rower, because the baler does it for me. How is that gameplay? I'm definitely going to look into that. And if you say, right, get a different baler, then I will do. That's what I mean. That's how it was at the start, when things were looking a bit dreadful and down and not working, or they were definitely game breaking. I had to do some changes during the actual series instead of at the start of the series, and then guess what, all I'm showing is that everything's running perfectly and I know what I'm doing, but yet obviously I don't, because off camera I went through hell to actually get everything perfect, you know what I mean? But with me actually recording and then keeping this in the video, you know what I've actually gone through for these videos. Goodness me, I thought that was going to be out of the way. Right. I'm going to get the rest of the hay. And there we go. That bit was actually kind of tricky, and I don't know why. Alright, so can I unload what I've got left? Because it's like 99%. No. Okay then. And is there anything else? No, that is actually for the Winrower baler. Nope. Okay. Right. So keep you like this then. Sorry, I forgot to take away the hood. There you go. But yeah, that is that. Next up will be the silage. That was the hay. This is the silage. And it'll be, of course, done in 2 episodes. Sorry if I bambled on too much there. I just wanted to actually see a piece of what's actually been happening and going on, and why I'm thinking that people aren't really viewing or commenting and all that jazz. Even though I'm saying, come along, do it, I don't mind. I welcome it. It's just a bit silent, and of course, when you're actually a content creator, you look at views and everything else, and you think of stuff what's going on, and yeah. Same with the actual productions. Productions is part of the game. Everybody is going to show you everything what's involved in the game. And I actually said the wrong reason for this. The reason why I actually stopped them grazing is because they can actually use up the hay that I put in there, because I thought that was 100%, and it's not, it's only 80%, so they have to either go through the grass and then hay, and then they can go to the alfalfa, or they're just doing the hay on its own, or, because I don't know what the programming is for the feed, it changes. They might have to do the grass, then alfalfa, then the hay, and then once that is all gone, then I can actually make the sheep graze more. It was only reason for the hay being in there is because I put it in there, and I thought it was 100%, because I wasn't looking. That's why I've actually depasteurized the actual area. Oh yeah, and the other reason why I actually struggled is because alfalfa. What I did have on the actual farm, found out that was being a bit tricky, so I ended up not going with alfalfa, so it's grass now. Still waiting for the wheat field, of course. And you know what? This is, of course, the end of the episode. Thank you very much for watching. Hopefully you enjoyed the episode as much as I enjoy creating these videos for you. And remember, I appreciate you all, and you'll see me in the next one. Bye.